2 sneaky chokes from the back when you can't get the rear naked choke. Let's have a look. Hey guys, Coach Tom here. I'm here today with Reese. We're going to have a look today at 2 of my favourite chokes from the back. You've all been on the back before and you're trying to choke the guy or girl and they know exactly what you're doing, and it can be really hard unless you're willing to choke their jaw. So if I'm on Reese's back here, you know, Jiu-Jitsu law sort of says that we're going to win from here and this guy's dead. Yet we've all been here against someone that says, have my back, but I'm not tapping. And he's just going to keep his hands up defending, and he keeps his chin down, and even if I clear his hands out, I feel that I would have to choke his jaw if you put it down, etc. So when you get this style of attack, I like to stop doing what everyone's doing, which is bringing their top live hand here around. They're trying to go this way. I like to go the other way. So if I feel that he's policing my arm and stuff like that here, what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull my hands through behind his neck. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, until my left arm is completely tight against him. I should end up with my thumb on the back of his neck, roughly. Depends on your build, it depends on his build. So he's expecting stuff with the right arm. I don't even care if he holds it. I'm just going to start pulling it through. And often you're going to have to literally pull, 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 here. And now once you can't go any further through, we're simply going to slide our hand forward and lock this like a rear naked choke, but his arm is in. So this is a no-gi Ezekiel choke. And if you want to see this one done at a high level, Braulio or Steamer tap Marcelo Garcia like this, so check it out. So I go all the way through like this, and now I lock off onto my bicep. I like to just hold this as a fist here. I tend not to put anything on his head. I don't want him to reach up and grab my fingers. If he reaches up and grabs my fingers like that and pulls them down, he starts undoing his choke. So I like to just make a fist, and I like to just hold it. I often put it behind his head and put my head on it. I don't want him pulling my top hand off. And now all I'm going to do is this. I'm going to fall down onto my right side. And although if I squeeze this choke, I would squeeze it. So my forearm and wrist is going to cut off this carotid artery, and his front deltoid here is going to cut off this carotid artery. So if I've just got him here and I've got a good squeeze, I can just squeeze this and get a tap. But you know, he's strong, you don't have a good squeeze, you're tired, that's not always there. So once you've got this choke like this, the power comes from lifting up my elbow like this. So I'm going to, instead of squeezing it into his neck, I'm going to lift it up and put it into his neck. So if I'm here and I've got my grip and I'm squeezing and he's not tapping, I just lift up that elbow there and then squeeze. The more I can get his elbow up, the more I can attack his neck. And that's what I want. So let's have a look at this first option here. So I've got him, I can't get a choke. So I'm going to pull my hands through and I'm going to lock it off. If you're short and you feel that you can't do this, you just need to move around on an angle. The shorter you are compared to your partner's size, the more you have to rotate to get the reach. I now lock it off with a fist. Here, I fall to my side and I lift up his elbow, and now I just squeeze. And that's the job done, okay? But sometimes you'll feel, if you're new to this and you don't have the feel, you'll sometimes go for this and you might not get it. So I always like to have a plan B and a plan C and a plan D. And this is the next one. So I pull through and I might be trying to lock off or something or squeezing, it's not working. Okay? I might be all the way down here and squeezing, it's not working. Watch. Foot to the floor, foot behind his other hook. Yeah. My hook goes in the outside. And now I'm going to lift him up. And now I turn belly down. Hands stay together and I turn belly down. Keeping my head to his head. Now that he's here, I can finish the choke the way I like to do it, here. Okay, you can also finish it like this and do all that sort of fun stuff. You just choose the way of finishing a head and arm choke that's good for you. But it's a very sneaky option. So if I've got Reese's back again, let's quickly tick him off. He's blocking my rear naked choke. So I slide up, I can go for my no-gi Ezekiel. It's not working. So I take my foot off, and I put my foot as a hook. And now I lift him over and I keep my head to his head. Here, I get my hands together, I put him flat on his back, and now my hands are through to this side. Once they're through to this side, I can finish it a traditional way here, or I can do the way that I prefer, here. Because that's much nastier in my opinion, and if you've had it done to you, you know what I'm talking about. So they're just two great chokes. If your partner's expecting the rear naked choke, it can be a problem, but use it to your advantage, knowing that he knows the rear naked choke, and he's going to invest all of his eggs into one basket of defending. By actually doing the arm in Ezekiel and the head and arm choke from the top, the Katagatami choke, you guys can actually really surprise people, but in my opinion, those chokes are just as good as a rear naked choke. Okay, just make sure you got a good squeeze. Thanks for watching, guys. I'm Coach Tom. I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching the video, guys. I hope you loved it. For more free videos, click here. And if you'd like to get our free Footlock Masterclass, please click here. And if you'd like to help support me so I can help bring you high-level jiu-jitsu for free every day, please click here. Thank you for watching, guys. I'm Coach Tom. I'll see you next time.